Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science Channel. Today is Sunday, September 8th, 2020. I'm getting ready to run my weekly report. This is my total deaths, COVID-19. This is my total COVID-19 deaths by age and sex. So let's give this a quick run through to see exactly what we got. Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is currently more males have died than females since the first deaths reported back in March. Okay. Not quite as different as I thought it was, but nonetheless, there is a difference. Okay, now let's break let's take the total deaths, break them down by age group. As expected, 85 and older still has the lead, but this is a total number, not daily or weekly, so therefore this number is going to continue to go up because these are totals added on to totals. But what I want you to notice here is look how this begins to fall off at 45 and under. Okay, if this is 20,000 deaths, okay, if this is 20,000 deaths, look at this. At 45 and 55 and under, it drops to less than 10,000 per day for 55. And look how these continue to drop here. We could look at percentage. Again, this is skewed because these are percentage of the totals. You can see that what's interesting is people 50 and under only account for about 5% of the deaths. And 35 and under account for less than 2.5% of the deaths. So the simple fact is, if you're under age 55, you get COVID-19, you're probably not going to die. Okay? So don't panic. Okay? You're not going to die. You're probably not going to die. Now, let's take a look at deaths by sex and age group. You know from up at the top, there's more men have died than women have died. It's of October 24th. And we can see that right in here because you can see 85 and older, more women have died than men. But from 84 downward, more men have died than women. And we saw that back up here. Okay, right? We saw that back up here. Okay? So we look at percentages. And we looked at age group and sex. Now let's take a look at the good stuff. These are the four most vulnerable age groups, 55 and older. What I want you to notice is the shape of this line. This curve is mirrored in the national COVID-19 death numbers. Or more correctly, I would say the national numbers mirror the deaths of these four age groups. So as age goes up, death goes up, but they all fall at about the same rate. They all fell to the same point. Okay? Okay? That's the good news. That's the good news. And this is why it's not enough to sit in front of your TV set and listen to the politician tell you what the numbers are doing. This is what they don't want us to know. I want to add one more point here before I go on. According to Washington University's Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation, the single best barometer litmus test of the single best measurement of the spread of a pandemic is daily deaths, not or weekly deaths or monthly deaths. Cumulative cases, daily cases, hospital beds, all these other things are not are not measurements of the spread of a pandemic. The best method is what we got right here, which in this case is a weekly death. Okay? Because this is where we're going to see what's actually going on. And there's an old saying in the stock market, and it applies here: the trend is our friend. And the trend in the U.S. is still continuing to decline. Now, let's take a look at this. This is the percentage COVID-19 deaths as a percentage of total deaths. Okay, back in April, COVID-19 deaths accounted for this few days here. Okay, over 25% of the deaths. But look what's happened since then. This percentage has been falling continually since mid-April, and look where it is now. So it's fallen off at 25% up here, down to about, say, 3-4% down here. That's a pretty dramatic drop. Okay, secondly, and finally, I want to show you this plot here. The blue line is the total deaths, including COVID-19. The red line is COVID-19 only. But look what happens. This pattern still mirrors the COVID-19. Okay, look at this fall off right here. And look at this fall off. This is not a coincidence. This curve is mirroring the COVID-19 deaths. Okay, so my point is this. The steps that Donald Trump, President Trump has put in place is having a positive effect on COVID-19 deaths. We're seeing a huge decline in COVID-19 deaths since mid-April. Okay, this is why I want to encourage you to go and look at the numbers for yourself. Everything you can see in this report, you can duplicate. You can either find online or you can duplicate in Excel. Okay. The point is this: keep wearing masks, keep practicing social distancing, avoid crowds when possible. Hey, keep up the good work, folks. We are going to beat this disease yet, and we'll beat it before we have a vaccine to fight it with. Thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you next week on another report.